Hi, this is Azel, and these are my recording for the tongue twisters. Peter Piper. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled pepper? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? The second one, she sells seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if the shell sells on the seashore, I'm sure the shells seashore sells. And the last one, I thought a thought. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought. I thought if the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought so much. Hi, this is Azel, and these are my recording. The throng of Thuringian thermometers. The throng of thermometers from the Thuringian thermometer folks arrived Thursday. There were 1,033 thick thermometers, though instead of 1,036 thin thermometers, which was 3 thermometers fewer than the 1,036 we were expecting. Not to mention that they were thick ones rather than the thin ones. We thoroughly thought that we had ordered 1,036, not 1,033 thermometers, and asked the Thuringian thermometer folks to reship the 3 thermometers rather than the 1,036, and promised to replace the thick thermometers with thin thermometers. The next is a surly sergeant. A surly sergeant socked an insolent sailor Sam. A surly sergeant from Cisco, Texas, saw a sailor sit silently on a small seat reserved for youngsters. He stayed for several minutes while thoughts swarmed around. Sam asked the sailor to cease and desist, but he sneered in his face. Sam was so incensed that he considered it sufficient incentive to sock the sailor. The sailor stood there for a second, astonished, and then strolled away. Sam was perplexed, but satisfied, and the thoughts scampered like ants over to the seesaw. The third one. All's well that ends well. A lazy Thursday at the zoo found the zebras grazing, posing for pictures and teasing the zookeeper, whose nose was bronzed by the sun. The biggest zebra's name was Zachary, but his friends called him Zach. Zach was a confusing zebra whose zeal for reason caused his cousins, who were naturally unreasoning, to pause in their conversations. While they browsed, he philosophized. As they grazed, he practiced Zen. Because they were Zach's cousins, the zebras said nothing, but they wished he would muzzle himself at times. The fourth one. The 10 men. A fashionably 10 men sat casually at the bat stand, lashing a handful of practical bats. The manager, a crabby old bag of bones, passed by and laughed. "You're about average, Jack. Can't you lash faster than that?" Jack had enough, so he clambered to his feet and lashed bats faster than any man had ever lashed bats. As a matter of fact, he lashed bats so fast that he seemed to dance. The manager was aghast. "Jack, you're a master bat lasher," he gasped. Satisfied at last, Jack sat back and never lashed another bat. And the last one, a lot of long, hot walks in the garden. Jan was not sorry when the boss called off the walks in the garden. Obviously, to him, it was awfully hot, and the walks were far too long. He had not thought that walking would have caught on the way it did, and he fought the policy from the onset. At first, he thought he could talk it over at the law office and have it quashed, but a small obstacle halted that thought. The top lawyers always bought coffee at the shop across the lawn, and they didn't want to stop on John's account. John's problem was not office politics, but office policy. He resolved the problem by bombing the garden.
Well, it's on my mind, I'm headed